Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be speaking about Eternal Crusade, and we're going to be speaking about the free-to-play, or as they're calling it, the free-to-war. Now, a lot of people would know that this game was supposed to be free-to-war right at the start of its launch. That was the full intention of the game, but that got scrapped when Miguel left and Nathan came in. So that got pushed away, and now we're actually seeing the free-to-play coming back into the game. So what I want to do in this video, I want to speak about the free-to-play. I want to go through some articles which have come out this past week with Nathan giving some answers about the free-to-play, and I want to go in a bit more detail to discuss my feelings about them. I want to discuss some of the stuff he's actually put in these articles, and just give my general feelings on the whole situation, and hopefully try and get it across to people who don't really know what's going on with the game at the moment. So let's jump in and let's get started. Okay, so the article that I'm taking all my information from is over on MMORPG. So if you want to go and read that article first and then come back to the video, I think that will make a bit more sense for you chaps to go and do that. But if you don't want to, you don't want to. So let's get into it and let's actually discuss the free-to-play. So what is the free-to-play in Eternal Crusade? So basically, you get to play the game as a whole, but you have class limitations, and the main thing is that you don't earn as much experience as the rest of the players. You earn 1/3 of the experience gained as a paying customer does. So you don't have access to classes. They were speaking about you may not have access to the amount of veterans, hero classes and stuff like that, which again is a bit confusing as we haven't got any hero classes in the game yet. The whole 1/3 dumbing it down so you only earn 1/3 of experience is a bit head scratching for me again, because this game only goes up to rank 6, and to be completely honest, you could get rank 6 within a day. It really is that easy to get rank 6 in this game. I'm actually quite surprised that they haven't done anything with a player progression on that side, you know, like maybe, I don't know, prestige ranks or something like that, because once you hit level 6 it's like that's it, there's really nothing else to do. So I was hoping by this stage that we'd have more ranks in the game. We'd had different level of ranks in the game to show that for these veteran players like myself who have actually been playing the game, we actually, I won't say stand out, but you know, it just shows off. It just shows off that you know, we've been playing this game a bit longer, and yeah, here's something to reward you for that. But at the moment, it's just level 6. That's it. So. On the whole, gaining experience, I don't think that's really a setback at all for free players, because like I said, you can earn level 6 within a day if you really want to jump into this game. So you know, 2 days worth of free to play and you're more or less level 6. The article goes on to speak, where is it? Let me find the quote. This is direct from Nathan. Now we're incredibly excited to finally open the floodgates for massive carnage again, except we've redesigned the original concept. Now, on the whole mass carnage front, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to stop it there. This game doesn't, in a way, bring mass carnage. You have nice battles in the game, but there's no mass carnage at all. You know, the biggest battles we can get in game at the moment is 30 versus 30, and they're on fortress maps. But the fortress maps are so unoptimized that it's just a pain to play them. I've got a pretty beefy rig myself, and I struggle to get like over 25 frames a second on some of the fortress maps. It just, the optimization on them just makes me not want to play these like big battles which they mention. The actual skirmish modes themselves, they only go 20 versus 20, so that's 40 people altogether. But I think that you don't really get focus on like big battles in these maps, because it's more like little skirmishes. I want something where you have a huge amount of people just clashing at a single point. This is why I've suggested to the devs, why not make a map where randomly a point pops up, like a single objective pops up on the map, then everyone has to go to that point to earn the resource or whatever on said map. That way you focus all the enemies, all the players on the map in a single area, which creates that nice big battle carnage, which they're talking about in this article. But what we're seeing at the moment, we're not seeing that. We're seeing maps we've got 3, 4 points, and you basically get like a group of 5 guys going to one point, a group of 5 guys going to another point, then the other point is left with no one there. Then you get a couple of guys, like 2 guys who go there, ghost cap it, capture the point, and go back somewhere else. So you don't really get this sense of big battles and stuff. It's like these like mini engagements of up to 3 to 5 players just fighting over a point. So you don't really get this sense of, like I just keep saying, you don't get the sense of this epic scale of combat which they keep saying. I'm sorry, for someone like me who's been playing this game from day one, I haven't really experienced like a full mass engagement which really gone, oh my god, this is amazing, this is 40k. It's not been that. It's been battles, just small little battles. I'm not saying the small little battles are bad. I'm just saying that it's not what what I would hope for the game to be at this stage. I would have hoped for it to be more of this epic scale of kind of war where we're actually 2 big forces are meeting and just absolutely just smacking the hell out of each other. We're not getting that. It's just random skirmish engagements, which is not very fun. After a while it just gets very boring. Now some people may say, yeah, but the free to players, the free to play players, I gotta come and I gotta change that. Maybe, all in all, I want this game to be a success. I want this game to be the best Warhammer game ever. All the time and effort I put into this game. Look at my YouTube channel. More or less, this YouTube channel has been dedicated to Eternal Crusade. Even though I've covered other games and stuff like that, most of the videos on my channel are Eternal Crusade. I know I bash it a lot. I know I get angry at it sometimes, but it's angry love in a way. It's not like I'm going out there just to ridicule the game and call out the devs because I'm being an asshole. I'm not doing that. I'm connected to this game. I'm emotionally involved in this game. I love this game and I want it to be really good. But some of the stuff that's been happening in the game recently has really just shook me. It's when people come out and start calling the game on certain stuff, and you can't really defend it. You can't defend it in a way. So I'm hoping the free to play will bring a lot of new players in. But what I'm scared of mostly is that the same old issues which has been plaguing the game in the past are still going to be present, and once the free to play players come in, they're going to see these issues and just jump right off the ship again. So that is my biggest concern at the moment with this whole free to play system. Now the free to play is actually set to launch this month. In a way, they're talking about doing a soft launch during February where they'll start sending out keys to select groups and partners. It says here, our newsletter subscribers and current customers that signed up for emails will get a key. They will give it to a friend or simply try it out for themselves. So expect to see it really now. Well, it's February now. So if anyone's got a key or anything, please let me know in the comment section. Obviously, I haven't received a key or anything like that. Maybe it's just for like close, like I don't know, Nvidia or like Bando and Namakai, whatever it's bloody called. I can't pronounce that name. Maybe it's for people like that. But for now, I haven't saw any keys arrive in my email. So I would think during March and probably all the way to summer, we will really start seeing it being pumped out to the general public. So let's see what happens on that front. Now, another subject I want to go into is what's going to happen to all these people who have paid top money for this game. Now, I'm one of these people. I've paid. I think I've spent nearly $200 on this game, and that was before launch. I know people will say I'm an idiot. Hey, hold my hands up. I'm a Warhammer fan. I buy anything Warhammer when it comes to digital games. I'm sorry, that's me. But yeah, I spent a ton of money on this game. I bought certain armors, I bought certain weapons, the Phobos pattern bottle, for example, where everyone keeps asking me about, where do you get this, where do you get this? I bought it on the store before the game was in before the game came out, and it was in development. So yeah, what do people get who have bought the game? Well, apparently they're speaking about a gift of some sort on Steam, a package of some sort. Apparently we're going to receive the full game key, another full game key to give away to someone, which again is I don't know. It's kind of debatable. They're speaking about road trader points as well, giving people road trader points for say thank you. But the problem is, like, if you look at my channel, I think I've got nearly 3,000 road trader points to spend on cosmetics, and there's just nothing to spend it on. I've bought everything via Space Marine. I don't really want to go and spend it on Chaos, Orcs, or Eldar because I don't really play those races. I'm dedicated on playing Space Marine. So, you know, it's going to be hard for me to spend the road trader points which I already have. This is the thing that confuses me, and I say it to my friends all the time. If they were going to go free to play and they knew free to play was coming, surely we would have seen a bigger investment in the items on the road trader shops, you know, for actual people to buy, because that's where their source of income is going to come from now. And I haven't really saw any movement. I know last patch we had, I think it was 3 backpacks added to the Space Marines, but that's 3 backpacks, and those backpacks have took what, since it launched in September. That is a long time, really, just to do backpacks. Like, I know my customization slot has got arm slots and stuff like that. Still, nothing on that front. So yeah, I'm a bit confused that we haven't saw more of the cosmetic side introduced into the game. For someone who really likes to stand out on the battlefield and loves to kit bash models and all that kind of stuff, I'm very, very surprised that we haven't saw any more customization. And I'm actually a bit scared, really, because I'm wondering, have they got no one on the design team left or something? Is it people working on it? It's just been so quiet. There's no information. I know there's a guy called Noah, and he posts in their Discord, and he's a really nice guy, Noah. He always tries to answer questions and stuff like that, and that's the only really source of contact I've got now, actually regarding the cosmetic fronts. And I'm like, I think Noah's a game designer. I don't think he's actually like he models and stuff like that, and like he's not like an art director and stuff. I don't even know if they've even got an art director anymore. So yeah, you know, that's that's a complete other subject. To be fair, I think I'm just rambling on. But hey, more cosmetics I think is what we need at the moment. Obviously, there's game balance issues and stuff like that which are really needed. But on the cosmetic fronts, it's just more or less gone dead and gone silent. And it just, yeah, like I said, it worries me a bit. Hopefully, we'll see a lot more when the free to play really starts to get moving, because, like I said, that's going to be their source of income then. So I'll look out for that. Now, another interesting thing which this article goes on to speak about is the console release. Now, a lot of people always ask me on my videos when I do it, when's it come to console? When's it come to console? And I say the same answer, like I always say, I have no idea when it's come to console. But they do speak about it coming to console in the article. They don't mention a date or anything, just say that they still have plans for it to come into console. So sorry, still no date. They do say they want to do crossplay, so between different consoles and PC, which again is kind of interesting, because I don't know how really. I know it'll work technically, but how will it work via gameplay? Because I'm not gonna go full PC master race, but PC will have the advantage over console every day of the week. I'm sorry, though, that is the God's honest fact, truth. Me as a PC gamer would dominate a console gamer. That is it. So I wonder how they would balance that. For example, I can adjust my field of vision and stuff like that. I can have a faster hertz monitor. I can run the game at faster FPS. It's just all this kind of stuff, you know, which gives me the advantage technically over the player before my skill comes into it. So I wonder how they're going to balance that against consoles. That'll be very interesting to see when, if cross-platform does come to the game. So all in all, really, free-to-play, I welcome it. I do. I've always welcomed the free-to-play access, the actual free-to-play of this game when it was even back in free-to-wild. I thought it was a fantastic idea to have the orcs as free-to-play, but obviously now it's going to be everyone is going to be free to play, which may, Space Marine queues. Let's see how that goes now when everyone's free to play. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Oh, actually, that's one thing I want to speak about before I end the video. is one of the things I'm actually really scared of when it's actually coming to free to play is hacking. Because right, I don't know anything about hacking, and yeah, I know I'm a decent guy, you know, who would have thought. But surely when a game becomes free to play, right? Surely the hackers in the hacking community, I don't know how this works. I'm sorry if I'm a bit naive, but surely you'll get a lot more hacks going for the game. At the moment, I think I've really never saw a hack at all. Well, maybe I don't know if someone's hacking, but I don't think this game suffers from hacks at all. Um, but once a game goes free to play, then you really open the floodgates, because when you ban an account, you just make a new account because it's free to play. So what's to stop, you know, the old hacking community coming in and really causing troubles? So yeah, that is what our main concern, which I forgot to speak about. I would love the developers to speak about that, because if that becomes an issue, I think that's got to really put a dent in the game, because players at the moment are already very tense about the game, let's say. So yeah, hopefully the developers will give some feedback about hackers and what their plans for stopping hackers, because there's actually quite a lot of abuse in game now at the moment. I don't mean gameplay. Well, there is some gameplay abuse, like people using the mechanics of the game which they shouldn't be, like the overpowered power fist, which is still overpowered. People abusing that in certain ways, but there's a lot of abuse in game with names and stuff, and actually player abuse, between player abuse and stuff like that. Like, I've saw some names in game which I won't repeat in here now, but yeah, it's quite concerning when you see these things online. I'm thinking, well, is there no one moderating this? Is there no moderation software to stop people having that name in this game? So that shakes me a little bit. So I'm hoping, like I said, the developers will clear that up a bit. All right, chaps, that's me done. Thank you for watching. It's been fun. You know, hopefully when we get a bit more information, I can actually do another big video on this and really clear some things up. I would love to interview Nathan. Actually, Nathan, if you're watching this video, set up an interview with me, because, well, if we do decide to interview, just to let you know, I will go in hard. I am going to ask some very tough and rigorous questions, Nathan. I will not gloss over the fancy bits. I will dig everything and make it very, I won't say personal, but let's say I won't, you know, I'm gonna ask some hard questions. Let's say. All right, chaps, that's me done. Like I said, go and read the article if you're still a bit confused. Hopefully that'll answer some more questions. Thank you for watching, and have a great week. Thank you now, and bye bye.